So any programming language can do multiple complex instructions. They can do complex operations, right? These complex operation can be different things. It can lead to something as simple as addition to something as complex as calculating powers, right? Now, these complex operations, like we have classified these complex operations. Some complex operations are for comparison, that whether two values are equal to each other or not. Somewhere we are going to calculate remainders, that can be considered as an operation, right? So few default operations we get by default in every programming language. Different programming language will have one or two variations here and there, but most of the time we get some certain set of operations that are by default given to us by the programming language. And how can we leverage these operations? We can leverage these operations using the concept of operators, right? Operators. So what operators do? These are some predefined operations that we can do in the programming language. Okay, cool. Now, let's talk about these operators. So there are different type of operators. There are different types of operators. First is arithmetic operators, right? What is arithmetic operators? For example, plus, minus, divide, multiply, modulo, or you can say remainder. So this plus is for addition, this is for subtraction, this is for division, this is for multiplication, and this is for remainder, right? So these are arithmetic. Arithmetic means simple mathematical operations, right? So we have different type of operator. The first type of operator is arithmetic operator, right? Now where do you apply operators? On some operands, right? So there's a concept of operands and operators. Operators is the operation that you want to do. Operands are the values on which you want to execute the operation. So there is a term operand also. Values on which we want to do the operation, right? That is called as operand. That is, let's say if you do 10 plus 3, then plus is the operator, 10 and 3 are operands, right? So operator is what? Operator defines what operation you have to do. Operand define on which values you want to do the operation. So if you are defining arithmetic operations, all of these operations require two operands. If you want to add, you will add two values. If you want to subtract, you will at least subtract two values, right? So these are simple arithmetic operators. Let me demonstrate them in front of you. So operators demo.js. So let's write a quick comment. Arithmetic operators. Okay. So let's see. Let's say we have a value x is equals to 10, and let's say y is equals to 3. If I do console.log x plus y, console.log x minus y, console.log x multiplied by y, console.log x divided by y, console.log x remainder y or x modulo y. So here we are doing addition, here we are doing subtraction, here we are doing multiplication, here we are doing division, and like in division you have two values, right? So this is actually give you the quotient. This is actually going to give you the quotient, and inside this division you are going to actually get the remainder, right? If I try to run this piece of code, Let me just, if you want to clear the console, this button you might be able to see, clear output. It will just clear the console for you. And now you can run again. So you can see 10 plus 3 is 13, 10 minus 3 is 7, 10 into 3 is 30, 10 by 3, the quotient of 10 by 3 is going to be 3.33333. But the remainder is going to be 1. If you just see the remainder and you don't go to the decimal places, 10 divided by 3 will give you remainder 1. So this is going to be the output, right? So these are some simple arithmetic operators that is given to you by JavaScript. These are the first type of operators, and they just do simple mathematical operations, right? Now let's do one more. Let's say I do y star star 2. Okay. Now let me see if you guys are able to guess what is this operation about. If you run it, you get 9. The value of y was 3. If I do 2 here, it does something like 9. If I put a 3 here, it makes it 27. So looks like exponent, right? So you have one more operator, star star, that is for exponent, right? That is, if you have to do a raised to the power b, you will write something like a star star b. If you will just use one star, that is multiplication, but if you do a star star b, that is power. So these are the arithmetic operators inside JavaScript. Now the second type of operators that we have are assignment operators. Assignment operators. Now as the name suggests, assignment, that means you want to assign some value. So the most basic example is equals to. When you write a is equals to 10, then you are assigning the value 10 to the variable a. So this is one assignment variable. So, but there are few more, like plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, divide equals to, mod equals to. Now you might be thinking, what are these? Let me give you examples. If you do something like, let's say if you do let a is equals to 10, right? So here, this equals to is a assignment operator. What is the use case of equals to? Equals to just directly assigns the value on right hand side to left hand side, right? If on the left hand side you have a valid variable and on the right hand side you have a valid value, it will try to assign the value to the variable. Both of them should be valid. Now let's say if you do something like, let's say you write something like a plus equals to 2. A plus equals to 2. What is the meaning of a plus equals to 2? Plus equals to, a plus equal to 2 means a is equals to a plus 2. It is equivalent to saying a is equals to a plus 2. Now what is the meaning of it? Let's say previous value of a was 10, right? See, previous value of a was 10. Then if you do a plus equals to 2, what it will do? It will treat it as a is equals to a plus 2, right? That means on this left hand side, we take old value of a and add 2 to it, right? So what do? Here you take the old value of a, that is 10, add 2 to it, make it 12, and then assign it back to a. So what is going on? If you do a plus equals to 10, this is equivalent to saying a is equals to, or let's say a plus equal to, let's say just 2. It is equivalent to saying a equals to a plus 2. That means take previous value of A, add 2 to it, then assign this new value back to A. Assign this new value back to A. That means if let's say previously the value of A was 10, you take 10 plus 2, that is 12, it becomes 12, and you assign 12 back to A. So after this operation, if previous value of A was 10, then after this operation, it becomes 12, right? So A plus equals to 2 means A is equals to A plus 2, right? So let me demonstrate it in front of you. So let's say now we are talking about assignment operators. So let's say if you do let A is equals to 10, here equals to just assigns value from RHS to LHS, okay? But now let's say if you do A plus equals to 10, okay? So here it is here plus equal to is actually doing A is equals to A plus 2. So if I try to print the value of A, let's try to print the value of A, okay, console.log A, and let me write a string here also. Value of A after addition is, right, value of A after addition is, let's see, let's clear the console, let's run it. So the value of A after addition is what? 20. So A was previously 10. Now you did 10 plus 10, which is 20, and assign it back to A. Let's say if I do a value 7, so 10 plus 7 will be what? 17. So the new value will become 17. So when you do plus equal to is equivalent to saying A is equals to A plus 2, right? Now if this is simple to you, then I'm assuming you might be able to understand what is the meaning of minus equals to. This is going to equal to saying A is equals to A minus 2. What will be the meaning of star equals to 2? This is going to be A is equals to A into 2. A divide equals to 3 is going to be equal to A is equals to A by 3. A mod equals to 3 is going to be equal to A is equals to A mod 3. That is, whatever is the result of A minus 2, assign it back to A. Whatever is the result of A into 2, assign it back to A. Whatever is the result of A by 3, assign it back to A. Whatever is the result of A mod 3, assign it back to A. So let's see. So let's say now here I do A mod equals to let's say 3. Okay. Let's do console.log value of A after storing remainder is this, because mod is for what? Remainder. So you are doing A by A mod 3, whatever is the remainder, you are assigning it back to A. So let's see. Let's try to run. So see, previous value of A was 17. Initially it was 10, then you added 7 to it. So 10 plus 7 is 17. Then you did 17 mod 3. What is 17 mod 3? It is 2. So you assign 2 back to A. So value of A becomes 2. Now let's do one more operation. Let's say I do star equals to 5. That is, I'm trying to multiply 5 into 2. Last value was 2. I'm trying to multiply 5 with it. So console.log value after multiplication is, let's see. So 2 into 5 should become 10, and you can see the value is now 10. If now I want to do A minus equals to 3, console.log value after subtraction is A. Let's try to run it. See, last value was 10. So last value was 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. You're getting 7. What is left? Division. So A divide equals to 2. Right. So let's try to divide 7 by 2. So console.log value after division is a. Remember this, right? Mod will give you the remainder of the division. Slash will give you the quotient of the division. If you run it, 1 second. Let's run it. See, 7 by 2 is what? 3.5. 7 by 2 is 3.5. Right. Now, do you have something like star star equals to 2, let's say? Let's see. Can we do something like star star equals to 2? So console.log value after exponent is, let's see. Let's put a semicolon here. See, 3.5 into 3.5 is 12.25. So it is doing exponent also. So all of these are assignment operators. All of these are assignment operators. Right? Assignment operator means you are assigning some value. So the simplest assignment operator is equals to. You assign whatever is on the RHS to LHS. But there are some complex assignment operator also that, let's say you want to first add something and then assign it back. You want to subtract something and then assign it back to the same variable. So if you want to do some operation on the variable and then assign the new value to the same variable, you can do something like this. Right? This is the use case of assignment operators.